Hi, my name is Shelby Doroshow, and I am the STN 2018 Student of the Year. STN, aka the Student Television Network, is an organization designed for film and broadcast journalists alike. It really challenges and motivates students to really just expand their knowledge in the art of video production. Every year they have a 4-day convention where 3,000 film students from across the country, they all gather in one city to compete against one another. It's all about healthy competition. It's by far something that's impacted my life so much in such a personal way. And above all, I'm just really thankful that I found them, and I think they're just an amazing organization that a lot of high schools could really benefit from. So I had wanted Student of the Year literally ever since I was a sophomore. I knew the second that I went to my very first convention that I wanted to be the Student of the Year. I didn't know how I was going to be Student of the Year, but I just knew that I wanted to be. It's really all about, the way I see it is, it's not about being involved with STN for 1 year. It's not about just doing their convention. It's about being involved with anything and everything they have to offer. It's really just about, it's not just your application. It's really just about making a name for yourself year in and year out, so that they remember you when they do see your application. It's like the application was just reminding them of the person you were and looking back on the work you've become. Not to say your application isn't important, because your application is very, very important, and it is something that I worked on for a long time. I had to submit an essay, I had to submit a 10-minute video reel, a resume of anything I'd done, and like 3 letters of recommendation. So it's just a combination of, you know, like I said, I knew from the second that I was a sophomore that I wanted to be Student of the Year. It was in my heart. It was something that I wanted to accomplish, and it was just taking the next 3 years to really, you know, put my mind to it and just make it happen.
Shelby spent a lot of time working on her application. For example, the letter that I had to write for her letter of recommendation, I think we redid that about 10 times. So it was an extensive process to get everything put together for STN.
I also get to give a speech at the opening ceremony in front of everyone. I get to tell kind of my story with STN and how they've impacted me. And then I really just get to, it's more of a long-term thing. I get to stick with the organization for years to come and, you know, potentially even work there one day or intern for them. So it just has a lot of different benefits in this one thing.
I'm excited about STN. I mean, Shelby's representing Roy City High School. She's representing, you know, the entire nation as far as Student of the Year. So it'll be exciting to hear her speech and see her working at the convention and doing all those things that a Student of the Year does at STN. I got a phone call from Nancy, who is the president or over STN, and she told me there was going to be a surprise coming the next day, and she said, be sure Shelby's there. I'm going to be calling with a FaceTime, and we're going to announce that she's Student of the Year. So she told me about a day before that was going to happen.
So apparently, Shelby, you've done a good job on a lot of things, and therefore you've been selected as the STN Student of the Year.
Oh my gosh, Shelby!
Shelby!
It's awesome.
Congratulations. Where is she? I can't see her.
She's right here. She's crying.
That means so much to me.
I'm crying too.
Oh, wow.
So I got my start in video when I was in 8th grade. I would make little videos for fun, actually just on the only camera that I had, which was my iPhone 4. So I started out really low budget. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any sort of like access to really equipment because I wasn't even in high school yet. And once I got to high school, I joined their advanced program called RCTV, where I met my former high school teacher, Mr. Vaughn. And the combination of being in that program and having so many opportunities to even just go to STN, as well as meet other kids with the same like-minded passion as me, and to learn and grow, really helped me. And I feel like it was honestly just something that I was born to do. I feel like when it comes down to your passion, it's something that you really are born with, and you just have to find it. And it just came so natural for me, and I just fell in love with it, and it's been history from there. So right now is actually kind of a really strange, rough patch for me. My original plan up until a few months ago was I got accepted to a really awesome film school with a scholarship. However, even with that scholarship, it was still a little bit too expensive of room and board because it was in Pittsburgh. So right now I'm just doing some community online classes just to get that out of the way. I think the dream would honestly to go into the YouTube platform community, whether that be working for like a big name channel or potentially building my own YouTube channel. I've started my own YouTube channel, self-titled, called The Shelby Doroshow, because my name was, to be real, it was kind of meant to happen. But it's also really hard being so young and being in college and all these different things to do all of that at once. So right now at this point in time, it's not really working out, but I think in the future that would definitely be the goal, just to work in the YouTube online community, because it's such a diverse platform, because there's so many different types of videos you could make, all with that one common community ground.